How's it going, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. It's so cool and so awesome when you've been aware of what your mental diet consists of and you've been focusing your inner world in a way that is beneficial for your everyday life. Um, just caring about how you feel, all that stuff. When you really put time into all that, like you want it to matter and make a change, it starts to make that change. It starts to change things in your world. It starts to change in how you see your world. All your thoughts start to take a positive lean to them. It's like all the positivity you've been doing for yourself, all the quote unquote work, put it in quotes because sometimes I think when people hear work on yourselves, it's like you're not less than perfect already. When people say they're working on themselves or have worked on themselves, it just come it can just sometimes come from a place where they automatically think that they're not good enough as is, and that they've always been that, so that they think working on themselves is like saying you lack something. When you don't lack anything, there's nothing that you lack. You can perceive to lack, but in actuality, in reality, you don't lack. It's impossible to lack. It's only the perception of lack. But where was I? Oh yeah, just paying attention to your mindsets and paying attention to your attention, like focusing your attention in the way you want to focus it. Basically, having control of your mind instead of your mind having control over you. When you make that switch, when you shift like that, I feel like living becomes easier in a way. That's not to say that, some days it won't be like that. Some days it might be harder. Some days it will be harder. That's just life on this planet. But we can get to the point within ourselves when those days do come. It doesn't let you spiral. You kind of take it and accept it for what it is, but you don't let it take you down. That's the key point right there. You don't let it take you down. You don't let it control you. And that can only happen whenever you care about your thoughts and your attitudes toward things and your outlook on life and your habits. When you do all of that, life, like I said, becomes easier, and you start seeing the things that are already here in your world now that are great that you may overlook otherwise if you didn't have your thoughts going in the right direction. It's easy to overlook the good in our lives when we have a mindset of lack. It's hard to see the good and it's right in front of our faces. We just can't see it. Crazy how that is. Like, if you don't have control of your thoughts and your mind, and it could take you to negative places, you're only going to feed those more negative thoughts and those negative tendencies. You're going to see everything with a negative light. And when you're doing that, you're looking for lack, and you're not looking for the best things that are already around you. It's like you don't have to look far either. It's right in front of your face. But things can blind you. We can blind ourselves. Anger can blind you. Resentment can be blinding. Sadness, you can be feeling sad all the time. Anxious. It all blinds you from the great things that are around us consistently every single moment of every single day. But like I said, when you correct your thoughts, and you get a hold of your attention again, like I said, and you just are consistent with moving yourself to a better place in life as best as you possibly can. When you do that, when that matters to you and that makes a difference, and you see the difference, then you can start seeing then you can start seeing the things that you automatically should be grateful for because it's already here. You just might not be able to see it. Might be some kind of thing blocking your sight, but it's still there. When you tap into gratitude and you tap into the miracles that work already for us, the fact that we're breathing, the fact that our body breathes for us, we don't even have to do it. Did you ever notice that? You don't even have to try to breathe, you just breathe. So there's no trying. It's all been done for you. I think we take that for granted. Just the fact that we can breathe without even having, we don't have to do nothing for it. It automatically does it for us. Like our bodies are brilliant in that way. Are we always grateful for that? No, not always. Because we can be blinded by those negative emotions. But I just challenge you, if you haven't experienced it yourself, like, start caring about what matters to you in your life. Start caring about what makes you happy. Start caring about what makes you feel good. Just start caring about your thoughts and the way your attitudes are. Start caring about that and just watch, man. Like, the world gives you more to be grateful for, more to be happy for, more to be appreciative for. It like highlights it to where back whenever you couldn't see it, now it's like there's like a spotlight on everything. And once you see it and you acknowledge it and you feel in your heart center that good feeling of gratitude, like when you can actually palpably feel the gratitude and you actually feel it's no longer just talk anymore. It's no longer just theories. When you actually feel your heart space react to the actual gratitude and you feel it in your body and you send those positive emotions into the ether, into the field. You send it out and it like magnetically connects onto these other things that are in frequency with that and it brings it back to you. That's the way we live, man. That's the way we live. And I just want to show people maybe who think this is magical thinking or whatever, just maybe have a bias towards negative thinking because as people we tend to think more negatively as like a default. At least that's what it seems like, growing up in this world. We just have tendencies towards the negative. But that's not truth. That's just one perspective. Craziest part, it's a perspective that doesn't help you out any. It doesn't serve you at all. Yet we're almost addicted to it. But I'm just letting you know that there's a way out of that to where you change your thoughts, you change your life. Because that's the game it is right there. That's the real brass tacks of it all. Like really. Change your thoughts, change the game. Change your feelings, change the game. Change your mind, change the game. That's a possibility for you. It's a possibility for me. Heaven and hell isn't a place that we go to. It's a state of being. It's a state of mind. We can go to heaven or go to hell at any time of any day, of any moment, based on the thoughts we're having. Comparison to hell. Peace. Looking at things that are great in your life. Looking for the things you're grateful for. Heaven. Which one do you choose, though? It's up to you. I'm just saying, from my perspective, as someone who's experienced them both, more of one side than the other up to this point, although that's changing now. Taste of heaven, I'll take over taste of hell any day. Any day. And again, I'm not saying we won't still feel those hellish parts of us, because those parts do come around still. Polarity. There's a negative, there's a positive. Yin, yang, that type of thing. But how do you how do you react and how do you take on those days when it gets hard? Like I said in the beginning of the video, do you let it take you or do you take it? Do you let it drag you down to hell? Or do you know that that too will pass? So yeah, I mean, basically this video is coming from me just making my thoughts work out for me. And then seeing the effects of it in my 3D world. Seeing the effects of it, feeling the effects of it, like today. Just, showing love to my dad, bringing him to see a movie, go get some food, and him just reflect appreciation back to me. For you to see like a softer side of him that isn't always on display because of, he wasn't brought up that way. But deep down in every human, I think that soft part is there. And it's amazing to see it come out whenever you yourself reflect unconditional love. You'll get that back. But yeah, I had to pull over. I just left my dad's and I was there all day. We just kind of hung out and just hung out and watched a movie, like I said, ate some lunch, and I'm grateful for hanging with him today. It was a great day. Great bonding day. Like the love was felt. But it was kind of late and I didn't notice how late it was, and it was almost past the time where lights out anymore. So I pulled over to this gas station before I head home to record this video and just reflect on how good it is to see what happens when you care about how you feel and you care about how you think. And it's awesome to get that what's the word? The confirmation from your outside world, to get the back of how you've been feeling and how you've been showing up in the world and how it shows back to you. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, hope you all had a great day. Have a great weekend. See you next time. Peace.